That's the only point that I'm trying to make, and that's why I keep reiterating that. And
So
that's the only issue that
but
I have with what TV was saying, because I felt like
what does
TV
got
was
it
trying
out
to
the
say it in
mud
a way
mean
that he
though? So what is your definition
what
of
I
got it out the
said
mud? You
was
have
that
to be broke? Is that what got it out the mud means?
no, not that you have to be broke, but
That's what you're
you
saying.
not no. What I'm saying is, if he did not come from a wealthy family, if his family was not into real, if his family was not into real estate, his family was not already wealthy enough to give him $1 million to start off and do whatever he wanted to do, then that's got it out the mud. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, how?
That's all I'm saying. All right, never mind. All right,
Because
if you don't
that's what I'm
understand that,
saying. I think the
all right,
definition of got it out the mud
all
is
right, we can.
different.
All
Because
right, then
got
we
it
can
out the
agree
mud
to
is to where
disagree
you
there, bro.
earned.
We can
Got it
agree
out
to
the mud
disagree.
is where you earned your status of where you got without an extra handout. You earned your handouts.
But now
He, his family, he
what I'm saying
graduated
is, he
college.
didn't earn a handout
How did he
to
not?
get into
He
the because
graduated
to get
college and his family rewarded him for doing so. What?
did his family pay for him to get into college?
Bro, he earned it. He
Yes,
got to
his family
college.
earned.
Nigga, you have to
He
pay
didn't
for college
earn his.
regardless, Jigga. What are you talking about? You can't go to college for
You don't.
free, bro, unless you get
But
an
what I'm
academic
saying is,
scholarship, which you
if your
have to
people's
earn.
what I'm
They
saying
don't
is,
give
if
you
your
none of that for
people's
free.
now, Richie, this is what I'm gonna say, and if you don't understand it, what I said like 2 minutes ago still applies. We can agree to disagree. If your people's pay for you to get into college, or to,
Right.
and then compared
Wait,
to get
but
like an
you have to
academic,
qualify to get
oh,
into college, Jigga. You're
oh my.
making it. You
But
can't just say to
this
pay
is
to get you in
now
college. You
let
can't
me
say
finish
that.
my point. Let me finish my point before you say that, because the flip side of what I was gonna say is the same shit. Okay? Now let me finish what I was gonna say. If your people's pay for you to get into college, as opposed to you getting an academic or a sports scholarship, that's you doing what you just said. You getting away into college without your family having to do anything. You see what I'm saying? That to me is getting it out the mud. If you get a sports or academic scholarship and your family does not have to do anything, and you get into college off what you did, not your family paying
So
money
how?
to the
So his
college.
family
Like,
did his
to
homework to
me,
get him. Wait,
that's to
Jigga.
me, that's my
Wait,
opinion, Richie.
Jigga.
That's my opinion. That's not a
I'm
fact.
asking.
That's my opinion.
So I'm gonna say everything that Jigga got to his point. His family gave that to him because your family
But
is the
that's
one
not
who
a
put you.
fact.
Hold on.
That's not.
Your
Oh my
family
god.
put you in school, Jigga. They put you in school. What Jigga did after he got out of school? Who's on? Who's that
So
on?
now what I'm saying is, now Richie, now let me I'm gonna take the scenario. I'm gonna answer your question. First off, I'm gonna answer your question. You said who's that on, right?
Yeah.
That's on the parents. To answer your question, that's on the parents, right? So now I'm gonna give you a scenario, right?
Okay.
If your parents pay for you to go to a private school or an expensive school, or let's go even lesser, right? Your parents don't pay for you to get into high school. But because of your family's tax bracket, you go to a more prestigious high school, because you know how it is. It's two high schools, three high schools in the city, whatever. So based on your family's tax bracket, you go to the quote unquote upper echelon or upper level
Wait,
high
why?
school, as
Where is
opposed
that
to
a
the.
fact? Wait, Jigga. Where does that happen at?
It's a hypothetical that you gave me a hypothetical. I'm giving
No,
you a
no, no. I'm
hypothetical.
asking. No, no. I'm going the whole time. You cannot say something like you're saying that he
Oh
got
my
to pay
god.
his way into college. What college?
I'm
What
not.
Ivy
I'm
League
saying high
college
school
allows you
now.
to
I
do
took it
that?
down to. I took it down to high school. I never said college in the last 2 3
But he
minutes of what
went
I
to
was
an
trying to
Ivy League
explain.
college. He got his money
But
after
I'm not.
completing an
But
Ivy
I'm
League
not talking
college.
about college no more, bro. I said let's take it down to another level. So why are you still focused on
Okay.
college?
But why don't
I
we talk
clearly
about
just
what
said high
actually
school
happened
in the
to him,
last.
though?
But oh my. All right, never mind, bro. Never mind, then, bro. Because you clearly just trying to rebuttal, bro. Like, I'm trying to
I don't
paint a
understand how you
picture to
feel
what I'm
that you
saying,
can
bro.
pay
Like
to go
you.
to
All right,
college,
bro.
Jigga. Your
All right,
whole
bro.
thing would make sense, Jigga, if you could
All right,
do
bro.
that. But you can't do that.
So
So
you
you
can't
still
pay to go to college?
yes,
What?
you pay for college, period. But you cannot just sit there and go, well, my family does
But
this. Here's
no,
$100,000. I'm in the
no,
college. That does not
that's
work
not
that way, Jigga. It
it,
don't.
it
It don't
to,
work that way.
to be honest, if you really know how colleges work,
Jigga,
bro,
it
your
don't work
family
that way.
can
There would be no
hold
purpose
on,
for
Richie,
accreditation if
time
it worked
out.
that way.
Time out. Time out, Richie. Answer this question, right? Can this situation happen? Let me give you a scenario. You graduated high school and you want to go to a certain college. Can your family, yes or no, pay for you to get enrolled into that college? Yes or no?
No. You have to
What?
qualify,
End
Jigga.
the
Do you
conversation.
qualify?
End the
Do
conversation.
you
End the
qualify,
conversation.
Jigga? No,
End
you
it. End it.
cannot.
End the conversation.
No, you
End the
cannot.
conversation.
What school does
End the
that?
conversation,
Tell
bro.
me what
End the
school does
conversation.
that, Jigga. Tell me what
End
school does
the
that.
conversation, bro.
What
End the
school does
conversation,
that?
bro.
Because I'm in
You
California where
cannot
we got a bunch
qualify
of
to
Ivy
get
League
into
schools.
an Ivy.
Please tell me what school does that.
Richie.
What?
I don't
What
even have
college
to
does that,
answer.
Jigga? You got prestigious colleges.
I'm
Which
gonna give you
one
a
does that?
scenario. I'm gonna give you a scenario and answer this question,
Bro,
yes or no.
which
Right?
college
I'm gonna give you
does
another
that,
scenario.
Jigga?
I'm gonna give you a scenario. I can't answer that off
But
bat.
you
Like, I
don't
don't
know
know.
because
I
it
don't know
doesn't
that type of
happen, Jigga.
information.
It does not
No, it
happen.
does. It
No,
does.
it doesn't.
Because I'm gonna give you a
Jigga,
scenario.
what you're
I'm gonna give you
saying,
a
Jigga,
scenario.
you can write,
I'm gonna give
Jigga,
you a
you can write
scenario.
a
All right, bro.
recommendation, Jigga, you
All
can
right,
write
bro.
a recommendation
bro.
for someone to
All
be
right, bro.
considered, but you cannot go to a college without the person qualifying and sit there and say, I have this much money to get in. The person has to be accepted for you to even go to the school, to register, to even pay for the school. There's no way you can get into the college without being accepted to go up there to enroll, fool. You have to put in an application to be accepted by the college.
And now what
Only
I'm
then you
saying
can get,
is,
after you get that, Jigga, you can insert, his family could have given cosigns, and his people could have gave him like cosign letters and letters of accreditation, and that he's a good person to go here, Jigga, to be considered. But you cannot walk into a college and just pay your money and you get to go to any Ivy League school or anything like that that
now
happens.
Richie,
That is not true.
I understand
That
what
is
you're
not
saying.
true.
I
That
understand
is
what you're
not
saying.
true.
If you say, so I understand exactly what you're saying. If you
You
have to
have
meet a
to earn
certain
it, Jigga.
GPA, hold on.
College
If
is
you have to
something
meet a
you
certain
earn.
if you have to meet a certain GPA and meet certain requirements, have certain things
You
on
have
your
to
high
earn it.
school
The
resume
word is
to
earn
get
it,
into the
Jigga. To
college,
get to
I
college, you
understand
have
that.
to earn it.
But now,
To
hold
go to
on,
community
hold on.
college, you just have to
It's
pass.
not always like that. That's why I'm gonna
It
rebuttal you
is
still. It's
always
not always
like
like
that.
that.
Name
So
a
now I'm gonna
four-year
give you a
college that
scenario.
does
I'm
that,
gonna
Jigga.
give you a
Only in
scenario. I can't.
community college
Oh,
can you
oh my
do that.
God, bro. All right,
Only in
all right,
community college, bro.
all right, bro.
You
All right, bro.
cannot do that in a
All right.
four-year school, Jigga. Name one. Name any
So can
real
I get?
accredited
All right, bro.
four-year school, Jigga, that you can pay
This
your
nigga
way
not.
into the school.
And I
Name
already
one.
told you I can't do that because I'm not there in the situation.
But Jigga, you're in
Obviously,
Florida. You
that
have
all right, bro.
two schools. You have two schools though, Jigga. Two schools.
Bro,
And
that
it's not
hasn't
easy to get
happened
into
to
them. It's not
anybody.
easy
Bro,
to get into them, Jigga.
Richie, listen to me. I do not know anybody that's rich enough to have the situation that I'm trying to explain happen to me. I know niggas that got scholarships on academic and sports shit, but I don't know anybody that's rich enough to
even the
explain
rich
what I'm
people, because
talking about,
there was a
bro.
few
You
there
If
know
was
what
a
that's
I'm
few
the
saying?
case,
colleges.
So
but
now,
Jigga, if
There was a
that's the
few
case, why don't
colleges
it
that
happen
just
out
got in
here?
trouble.
Why don't it
There was
happen
a
out
few
here?
colleges that just got in trouble because their rich parents were paying boosters so they can be
To
on
get
certain
them into
lists,
college,
those
yes, you
accepting
can do
lists.
that.
What's the
so now
name? Like,
Do
yeah.
TV,
that.
now TV, you said that, right? So now, don't some of those kids on those boosters lists get into those colleges? Aren't that isn't that why they're getting in trouble?
No,
Yes or
because
Yeah,
they're
no?
they're getting
taking
in trouble.
bribes.
They're getting in trouble
Exactly.
because they're skipping the
TV,
line.
that
They're
bro.
skipping the line.
But you're not
No.
yet.
It's not even.
What
It's
they're
not even
doing,
just
Jigga.
TV.
But
TV.
Jigga, what
It's
they're
not even
doing is
just
the same
skipping the
way they're
What
line.
they
doing
what
in
Because
the
they're
some of
doing
college
them
is like
got
this.
sports.
Like
accepted.
Same way they were doing in the
no,
college
Jigga,
sports.
say you're
Get
rich
you
and
to come to
famous,
this
right?
school.
You're rich
We'll
and
pay
famous,
you.
and we both want to send our kids to USC. I'm not rich and famous, you are. But because you're rich and famous and you've been, donating, quote unquote, donating to the school,
Helping the school. We will
helping the
help
school out,
you.
they'll put your kid on the list quicker than my kid, even if my kid deserves it more.
So now TV.
But you
Right?
cannot just walk in and
I'm
pay
gonna
your
give you
way
that
into a
scenario.
college,
I'm gonna
Jigga. You
give you that
cannot.
scenario, right? I'm gonna give you the
But the
same
only
scenario
reason
you
you're put
just
on
said.
that
Hold
list,
on.
you're putting that list so you can get a letter. That letter you're trying to get is the letter
You're
of
trying to get that
recommendation.
letter of accommodation. Exactly, bro. There's no
Recommendation so
way
you
you
can
can
get
Bro,
in
so
the
what?
school.
accreditation
Listen
for a
to what
college.
I'm trying to say. What I'm
Go ahead,
trying to
spit your
say
buck.
is, given the same scenario, if you
Okay.
need a 3.0 GPA,
Right.
a fucking 15 something on an SAT or whatever to get into the school, if a nigga has a 2.8 GPA and like, let's say it's a 1575, right? To get into, let's say he has a 1525 or 1500. If his parents pay money, they'll let that shit slide and the nigga get into the
What? You
fucking
can't do
school.
that on an SAT, Jigga. What?
Are you fucking
You
kidding
can
me?
pay to change your
No, 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 no,
SAT?
no, no. What he's saying
Bro.
is his SAT score is too low, his GPA is too low, but the school will look a blind
But
eye
it's
to it.
not that low. It's not like extremely low, but it's like right there under the bar. Niggas will let that shit
So you're
slide. That's
saying,
all I'm
hold on.
saying.
So you're
What?
saying, you're saying if Jigga had qualified GPA wise to get into this college.
No, he didn't.
But hold on, because one of the two have to make sense, Jigga. Both of them cannot be wrong. So one of them have to
Both
be
of them
one of
can
them.
be wrong.
So
I
you
think
could
both
have
of them can
Jigga.
be.
Listen,
I think both
say
of them
you
can
had enough GPA and everything to qualify for this school, you've been accepted, but your SAT scores were too low. Is that what you're talking about? And now you're in a
be. No,
situation to where you've been accepted,
I'm
but
saying
your
both
SAT
your
score is a little
GPA.
too low.
You see, you didn't listen to what I said. In the example I said,
Because you're
both your
making one,
SAT
you
and
cannot
GPA is
get
low.
into the college. But can we use what actually exists in real life? You cannot actually go to a college without being accepted. You have to have these things in line for you to
And
be
what I'm
accepted.
saying is, bro, they can get paid to overlook the exception. That was my
How
whole
can you
fucking
overlook
point
an
of it.
SAT, something that's
Because you
electronic?
can
You
get
cannot
paid.
go
You
back
get
and change
paid
that.
under the table to do that. That was
Jigga,
my whole
they
point, and
cannot go
that
back and
happened.
change
Are
that.
you crazy? What? Come on, bro. Like,
The
come on,
only
bro.
thing
Like,
you can do, Jigga, the
I'm
only
not.
thing you
Like,
can
yo,
do
wow,
with the
I'm not.
SAT, if the
Like, what
SAT
the
is
fuck,
on
bro?
you, bro. They always say that. That is on you. Now, your GPA, you can clearly go ask your counselor. You can go ask your teacher. But your SAT, that's on you, Jigga. That's all on you. There's no
But
help for
niggas
that.
have got.
There's nothing. The only thing you could do with an SAT is pay to retake it, or you could go get counseling, bruh. You could pay to retake it or take the ACT or that other secondary one to boost the score of what your SAT was so that you can go through. But your SAT, bruh, that shit is on you, Jigga. There is no extra help for that. The only thing you can ask for help is GPA wise and a letter of accreditation, bro, to get into a school. Your SAT, you cannot change that up
And what I'm
unless
saying
someone
is,
else
you
take
could
that
punch
for you,
past the
Jigga.
SAT. That's
The
what I'm saying. You could
SAT
punch
is
past
the
that.
only thing you cannot change, Jigga. That's
What
on
I'm
you,
saying is,
bro.
and
That's
I'm saying you
always
could
been that
punch
way.
past it. That's what I'm saying. You could
They
punch
will.
past it.
That's why they allow you. That's why they say, yo, if you have an SAT, it's recommended you take the ACT as well because it also helps towards your SAT. So if your SAT, like the situation you said, where it's like it needs to be 1575, but you got 1525, but your ACT was really good scores. They will accept you, Jigga, based off of that
Bro,
just because you did
I
both
know
of
that.
the tests.
I know that.
So
I know that. But what
you
I'm
can't
saying is,
just
you
pay
could
your
punch past not meeting the SAT score.
yeah. If
Like,
if
come on,
if
bro.
you have yes, so if you have you can punch
Even if
yes.
you don't punch through with the ACT or none of
Yes,
that
so
other shit,
USC no.
Why
So
y'all
USC
arguing, man? Match
USC
this shot.
yeah. So what USC does, I'm gonna use it for how our 4-year colleges go. So what they do is, bruh, so the 2-year colleges that you can transfer to will accept you regardless. So those community colleges, the smaller colleges before you get to USC,
there's
UCLA,
4-year
those
colleges
ones.
that's not well known in Florida. That's what's gonna
Yeah,
be the
I
same
know,
shit
but
that you
I'm
about to
talking
tell me.
about the 2-year
Because
transfer
there's
one.
UWF
So
that niggas
listen,
don't know
hold
that's
on,
a 4-year
listen.
college.
We're not talking about the main 4-year colleges. So let's say like
UWF is not a
let's take
main
your
4-year
situation.
college.
Listen,
Niggas don't know the UWF.
let's take
Never heard of that.
let's take let's take out your equations of your main two colleges, Jigga, and we'll just take your 2-year colleges and your community colleges. Those two colleges can accept you regardless. Like, say you meet the GPA requirement, you got a letter of recommendation, you're a good student, you just came a little short, like maybe 100 points short on your SAT. When the school will contact you and say you've been accepted, but it would be smart and behoove you to also pay to take the ACT test. When you take that, if you qualify with that score, they will allow you into the school. Now, with the 4-year college, if you're applying to the 4-year college, you have to meet the requirements that they need because it costs a lot more money to go to those schools, which is why people who want to go to those main big ass colleges, you would only know that got academic scholarships or they applied for the athletic scholarships because they come from places where they don't have money. Now, say I come from a place where my family has money, they did real estate or a computer type of job like Demo. His daughter is going to grow up knowing what Demo did. So she's going to go to school. Demo's going to guide her the same way, possibly do that type of shit. And all she has to do, bruh, and she can pay for her own college way through because Demo's job makes enough to where you do not need financial aid, nor do you qualify to even do that. You just because you're a smart person doesn't mean you get an academic scholarship because you have to do things to qualify to get that academic scholarship because there's 100,000s of other people doing the same scholarship.
I ain't
That's
gonna
why
hold you. You literally just spent like a whole bunch of shit
you
telling me
can't
that I
what you're
already
trying to
know.
punch
Like
on Trump for is
but no,
impossible.
it's not.
You
It's
can't do that.
bro. It is possible because I'm talking about some shit I'm going through right now. I'm a college student right now.
I did
That's
college a
when you try to
long
tell
time
me,
ago, Jigga.
no,
And
no, I
are
did
you
it
at a
more
4-year
recently
college,
than
Jigga, or
you.
are you at a
I did it,
community college?
bro. I'm at a 4-year college, bro. I can get a bachelor's degree at the school I'm at,
Right,
and it's not
right.
a community college. It's a state
So
college.
wait. So
State
okay.
college.
So then you're
That's what
at a
I'm saying.
2-year.
I did
So
this
then
shit
you're
more
at a
recently than
2-year.
you.
So
So
Jigga,
you can't
Jigga,
talk
you're
this
at a
college shit to me,
Jigga.
bro.
You're not at
The
a
shit
4-year
you was in
university. You're
college
at
what,
a
like
state.
10 years ago. That shit is out of
Jigga,
date.
you're
What?
not at a
Like
4-year.
what? How are you
Jigga,
fucking?
you're at a
You
state.
can't tell me. You cannot
You're at a
tell me,
2-year one that allows you to transfer.
bro.
Jigga, you're not at
No,
a community
I don't
college.
have to
You're
transfer
at
to
the
get a
step
bachelor's
next to
degree.
it,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. How the fuck
bruh.
am I at a
LA, bruh.
I'm at a 2-year college if I get a bachelor's degree? That makes no
You
fucking
can
sense, Richie.
you can
Oh my
stay
god!
and
But
get
I'm
the
not getting
entire
a
thing.
trade.
If
I'm
that
not getting a
school,
trade. It's an associate in
I
arts,
didn't.
not
I'm
an
not
associate
saying
in
you
science.
don't have to. You don't
That's what
have
I'm
to
saying.
only get
Oh
Jigga.
my
A
god, bro, you
2-year
dumb as
school does not
fuck.
only allow you to get it. I can show you the shit I was doing 2 years ago. I was just doing school, Jigga.
Oh my
You do
god,
not.
bro.
You can stay at a
God.
2-year state college and get an entire bachelor's degree if you choose to
Unless
stay.
that,
And the
bro.
field that you're in, hold on, and the field that you're studying actually teaches a bachelor's degree in it. If it has enough classes for you to obtain a bachelor's degree, that school can allow you that. It depends on the school accreditation and what they're teaching, Jigga.
And the
If you're
reason
not at
that
a
my
hold on.
school,
If you're not at a 4-year, you're not at a 4-year university, Jigga, because you're full time. You wouldn't have time to go work like that. You're at one of the state colleges, like my little brother went to, that you can transfer over to
now,
one of the main giant ones. I'm not saying you're in a community college. You're not in a community college, but you're able to take from the 2 years from that after you get an associate's, and you're able to apply for a 4-year full university, and you can go to one of those if you want. You can stay at the college you're at, Jigga,
so
and for a
now
whole 4 years.
No,
the whole
I
difference,
gotta
the
agree.
Jigga
whole
cannot get
difference,
a
the
BMCC,
whole
master's
Jigga,
from
difference,
where
hold on,
he is.
the
Jigga.
whole difference. Oh my
BMCC
god.
is the Borough of Manhattan Community College. I listen to what? It's the
Oh my
Borough of
god.
Manhattan. Listen, I'm
Listen,
listening. Bruh, you saying, oh my god, you haven't know my bar yet. BMCC is the name. It says Borough of Manhattan Community College. It's literally a community college. It's not a state college. It's not one of them 4-year colleges. It's literally a community college. But I've known plenty of people who's gotten their bachelors from that community college, and it's only a 2-year school. A lot of people have gotten their fucking bachelor degrees from that college. A lot. So
Now, do you know
it's possible.
anybody that got a bachelor's degrees in economics from over there?
I don't
my
know if
homie
that
got
school. I
a
don't know if that
bachelor's
school
degree
Do you
in
teaches
know
that.
economics.
anybody?
My homie got a bachelor's degree in economics, and he only went to USC for 1 year. He had to do the rest at Santa Monica College, which is a community college.
But you said USC first. You see what
He
I'm
went to
saying?
he
Like
went, yes, this is where he
it's
went.
certain
This is where he
degrees
went.
that you can't
And
get
he
at the
stayed for
type of
one
college
year
that
and
you
he got kicked
described,
out.
TV.
Listen,
It's
he got
you
kicked
have to
out.
like come
He
on,
had to go
bro.
to Santa Monica College to finish that
Hold on,
degree because
I'm
he got
texting
kicked
an
out.
alumni of that
He
school right
got
now.
kicked out, bro. He had to go to
Bro,
a community college to
it's
finish it.
certain degrees that you get
He got it in economics,
even at a
bro. He could be
4-year
a
college
history
that's not a
teacher. He could be
university.
a history
It's
teacher
certain
if he wanted
degrees.
to.
It's certain degrees that you get at a 4-year college that's not at a university that you could get at a 4-year college.
That's right.
Even though like the university will give it'll be like it'll weigh more because it's from a university, but it's certain degrees. Like them 2-year colleges and shit, they don't the 2 years that you said TV and you can get your bachelor's and even though it's like a
No, hold
community college,
on.
No,
they don't
not
B
have
2 years,
BM.
certain
Hold
bro.
you
You
on,
can't
can
but
Jigga. I'm
hold on,
begin
TV.
to
answering.
stay,
I found the
TV.
Jigga.
answer to your question.
No,
You can
I
TV.
found
begin
the
to
answer to
stay.
your
Economics
question.
shit, the economics is just one course. But
No,
what I'm trying to say is, I'll use an
I'm
example with
just
that.
going to the course you gave me
No,
at
that's a fact.
BMCC.
But
At
that's
BMCC,
one of the
You
courses.
can earn.
you can get your economics degree at BMCC.
You
There
A
you
can
go.
do
bachelor's in
that, Jigga.
economics,
It
a
depends the
bachelor's in
field,
economics.
bro. It depends
So
the
now,
field that
what
you're
I'm
Let me
trying to
talking
check.
say
Let
about.
me
is
check if
now,
it's on the bachelor's or what's the
You
name. Let
can
me check.
go anywhere
yeah,
for
you can get your
for a business
associates
degree.
in,
You can go anywhere for an
but
economics.
bachelor's and associates matters though, Richie. I understand what you're
Yeah,
saying, but I'm waiting
that's
to
the
see if you
degree
respond.
of that. That's the height of that degree. But we're talking about the
But
field.
that's
If you're in economics, Jigga, you can go anywhere to get an economics degree. You do
I'm
not have to
talking
go to a
about the
4-year
height
college
of the.
to do that. You go to those giant 4-year
I'm
colleges
not.
to specify within it. So if you want to be a
And the
psychologist,
point that I'm
listen,
making is that the reason why my college is not the correlation of the colleges that you're saying is because I can get a psychology,
but
economics,
you're
and
at a
those
state
type of
college.
degrees
A
at
state
the college.
college, we have those same things. Jigga, I'm in a big city too. We have community, states, and then the 4-year universities. The 4-year universities are for things like if you don't want to just be a scientist, you want to be a marine biologist, then you go to those 4-year universities to be a marine biologist. If you go to the 2-year state colleges, the one like you're in, that's a state college, which because you're staying in Florida, you get access over people who are leaving or who do not live in Florida to go to this school. You get the same access you would as a 4-year degree, but it depends the field that you're in and how far you could actually go. Can you get a
All
master's
right,
degree at the
I'm
school
gonna
you're at?
answer Jigga's bachelor's degree question while also adding on to what Richie just said. BMCC to Jigga's point, and after I say this, nigga, let me finish my sentence. BMCC does not offer a 4-year degree in economics, but due to it being a community college, it has a deal with one of our state colleges to where after you earn your associates at BMCC, you can transfer, and it'll literally is like basically a school in a
Finish your
school.
whole thing. They'll finish
They'll
the rest of
send
the
you over
fucking
to
school
York
plan.
College to finish the rest.
They'll
They'll
finish
literally
your
send
whole
you to
school
York
plan.
College to finish the rest. Yeah.
Because you stay in that state, Jigga, you are giving that right. That is your right for being from Florida. That state college you're at, Jigga, if you in it and you get that bachelor's degree and you're like, you know what, I really want to finish this or I really want to go in depth to this field, you automatically qualify to that 4-year university, Jigga, and then you just get your letter of accreditation and then you get your financial aid in straight and you can go to that 4-year university and get a whole master's degree for something that you want to do. But
But
you're
now
with a state
my whole
college, you're
thing
able to do
is,
a fuckload of fields, bro. That's higher than a community college. And then from the 4-year universities are really further in depth shit to make you pass $100,000 in life. Like
but
that's
now
what
my
those
whole thing
colleges
is
are
though,
for.
Richie, you was talking like I said community college, I said state college.
No,
Fine.
there's
Like
three
you're making
types of
this reference
colleges.
to transferring to a
There's
state
three
college.
types of
Like I
colleges.
never
A
said
state college
university
does
though,
the
bro. I
same
never said
thing.
university.
But
Never
Donald
said
Trump didn't
university,
go to
bro.
a state college. He actually got
I never used state college with the Donald Trump example. That's how I know you wasn't listening.
I was,
That's what
Jigga.
I'm
We're just
saying. No,
telling
I
you how
took it down to
college
high
works because
school,
you're
bro.
thinking that there's three
No,
types of
that's not,
college,
bro.
Jigga.
No, bro.
Jigga,
No,
what you
you
have
you
is a
missing
state
the whole
college,
point with the
bro. It
Donald
is
Trump
not a
shit, bro.
full
That's what I'm
four
trying to
year.
tell you. You missing that shit, bro. That the state college has nothing to do with Trump. Because when I said Trump, I specifically said Ivy League. That
That's
has
what he got
nothing near
into.
a
You
state
can't pay
college.
your way into an Ivy League
Exactly. That's
unless you
why. That's
qualify.
what I'm saying. You were not listening, Rich. That's what I'm saying. Because we got
You
into
know,
this whole
did you
squabble,
know,
and you
Jigga,
thought I
hold on,
related
hold on.
state. No. Hold on. I just want to say this before you say that. Because you thought I related state college with Donald Trump. No,
No, I didn't.
no,
That's not what
Richie.
I said. So now you're about to
Yeah, but
tell
you
me what I
just
said.
so,
What
but
I've
you
been
just
thinking
made
the
the
whole time you've
correlation.
been.
You
No, what
literally
I'm
just
saying.
said that just now.
I'm
Donald Trump
telling
didn't
you
even
what
get
I'm
his
saying. Can
degree
you
from a
let me
state
tell you what
college.
I'm saying?
You just said
Because you
that
got
2
me
minutes ago.
confused. Jigga, what I'm telling you is that you believe that the college you have was a specific way, and I told you no. This nigga's in a 4-year university. The things that you're trying to make that angle of qualifying with the SAT, I told you that only applies to a state college. What you try to apply how Donald Trump got to an Ivy League is what they allow in a state college. He didn't go to a state college. He went to an Ivy League. So that whole narrative that you had of how he don't get credit, didn't get it out the mud doesn't make sense because the
I'm
things you need to
telling
qualify,
you.
hold on. The things you need to qualify to go to an Ivy League school are shit that you have to do on your own. Whereas things
And
to
I'm
get into a
telling
state, hold
you.
on. Whereas things to get into a state college, not a 4-year Ivy League university, a state college are a little more lax because they allow a lot more things for you to do it. And it's more catered towards people who cannot pay or people who stay in that state. You have
What
to
I'm
understand the
telling
types of
you,
college and how college works for you to understand how Donald Trump did what he did.
and what I'm telling you, because I know niggas that went to universities. I got a nigga that's playing in the NFL on the Seattle Seahawks right now.
I got
Before the
like
Florida
5
State.
NFL
I
homies.
know
I
this
got
shit
5
goes.
NFL homies.
No, I can actually call this nigga right now.
I
But
can
anyways,
call Antoine Woods right now. I can call
I,
Antoine Woods right now. I can call Antoine Woods. I can call
I
Raheem Moore. I can call Jet Ski Franklin. I can call a lot of niggas. I can call
don't
a
know
lot
none
of
of them
niggas.
niggas. Don't know none of them niggas.
I
But like
could
I
call
was
a lot
saying,
of them
what
niggas.
I was saying is that the shit still applies to an Ivy League, bro. It don't change, bro. No matter what level you want in any field, niggas can get paid off. And that's a fact. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So did that
Like,
happen for
it don't
him?
matter what level
Wait,
you
did that
on,
happen for
that
him
nigga
though?
get paid off.
That is the case.
I'm
You can do
saying
that at
I
the
think
DMV.
it
You
did.
could do that at the DMV, but did
I
everybody at the
always
DMV do
said,
that? No.
I
So we're
said from the
talking about
beginning,
him
this is
though.
my opinion, bro. I
So
think that
you're
did happen. It's my
oh,
opinion.
okay.
If you say
So
my
what was his
opinion's
hold
wrong,
on?
say
So
my
what was his
opinion's wrong.
GPA? Wait,
Like,
what was
what?
his GPA,
Yeah, I was
Jigga?
about to say because in
What
these
was his
Ivy League
GPA,
schools, there's
Jigga?
a
Because
bunch of
everything you
millionaires
can
with
go check.
millionaires.
Yeah.
You
So
can't pay
your
for
narrative,
scores.
The reason
You
why I'm
can't
saying
pay for
Jerry, your negative
scores.
never makes sense because you could go and fact
No,
check.
but TV. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying he paid for scores. What I'm saying is, if he didn't meet the scores and he still went to these schools, that's cool. Because
How,
George Bush, he's on credit. George Bush, one of our former presidents, he's known for being a C student, but he went to like Yale or like one of
because
these
his
like
dad was
Ivy
what?
League
Because his
schools.
dad was what?
Because his dad possibly paid for him getting into the
No,
school.
no, no,
That's all I'm
Jigga. What was
saying.
his job?
What?
His dad's job. What was his dad's job? No, I'm talking about his actual job, not when he became president, but his actual job.
Oh, I don't
He
remember.
works for the government, correct? He works for the government,
Yeah.
correct? He
Okay,
served
yeah,
in the
he works for the
military as
government.
hold on. He served in the military as well, correct?
Yeah.
So you know when you complete a term, you complete your terms in military, they give you money for school. You can pass that to your family or anything, and that money will pay for any school. It doesn't matter what it is, Jigga, whatever you want to get into. If you qualify for that school, the military will pay for you to go full free ride as long as you complete the schooling.
And
Even
also,
your
Jig, I just
kids,
want to point out
kids.
a lot of students that went
George
to
Bush
Yale.
getting into a school
No,
is
I'm not.
different
I'm not
because his
talking about Bush
family
or
worked in the government. That is what's
Trump
entitled to you.
themselves. But a lot of students who went to them same schools that Trump went to, or Bush, Yale, Harvard. There's a lot of C students in them, and they're rich millionaires too, and they're still C. So Sims being a C student, it just the nigga can't study. That don't mean he couldn't qualify or afford to
He
go to the school.
qualified. That's all
He
he had to
just,
do was
you know what I mean?
qualify, Jigga. When you do your college courses, Jigga, I know for a fact, Jigga, you don't remember every single thing you were taught. You remember what you needed to remember to pass what you needed to pass, and then move on to the next shit you have to remember to empty out the shit in your brain. I know for a fact you don't remember every single. I know you for a fact you don't remember every single thing you were taught in school.
I'm not disagreeing with anything that
You
you guys
know
are saying.
that niggas
All I'm
do.
saying is that there are multiple categories that lead you into getting accepted into a university. I don't think Trump met all those categories.
But
he could
did
have been
though
lacking
because you
in
can.
a couple.
But he
and
did
he still
though
got
because
through.
But he did though because he released all of that. So when they did try that angle, he was like, "You can try all that. That's cool." I did enough to get to that, and then I got my letters of credit. I got what I needed to get into there. So yes, I had this, but I got in. I got in, and I graduated. I didn't graduate with honors, but I graduated, and I was rewarded for graduating. And I took my mind to take this money that I had and wasn't stupid.
You got it, Rich. You got it.
I don't see how that's not fire, Jigga. Jay-Z gets all kinds of credit.
I never said it wasn't, bro. Like, Richie, that's what I'm saying. Like, you keep saying shit. Like, I never really rebutted. I only rebutted one point.
But think about it, Jigga.
I
think
agree.
about it,
No,
Jigga.
Richie, because you're gonna talk like I said this type of shit. It's like I never said nothing to anything of what you're.
No, you try to down his hustle, Jigga. You were like, well,
no,
I
didn't. No, I didn't. I just saying remembered.
You know what it's like going through school doing all that homework. How is that not getting into out the mud? You know what exactly it's like. And then at a 4-year school, Jigga, it's way more homework than you're already dealing with. That's a lot of shit to take in.
Put in that work
and you're
to
learning.
do all the homework.